reason to be organized.
Yeah.
If you don't have a lot of room,
pots and pans.
yeah, then you have to be organized. Thank you, Shally. We were just discussing, organizing the kitchen before we get to it. Well, it's 8:22. The kitchen can be one of the hardest rooms in the house to organize. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, Fox 5's Shally Zomorodi is in Leucadia this morning showing you easy ways to clean it all up.
Hey, good morning, everyone. We are reorganizing your home today. Use this holiday weekend to finally do the things that you've been meaning to do for a really long time. Lisa Knight, we've invaded her home in Leucadia. How does it feel? We did your bathroom, we did your closet.
Tremendous. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I can't believe that she's done so well. I'd like to see what she can do in here. This is the challenge for me, as I'm very short and I can't reach any of the cupboards.
Well, Kathi Burns, the founder of addSpace to Your Life, she is doing some magic in this home. The kitchen is, like, in my opinion, one of the hardest places to get organized.
It is, because we're in here every day, sometimes 3 times a day. So do things get put back where they're supposed to be put back? Are there zones for the different things? That's what it's all about.
Okay, so show us some of the tips that people can do that are pretty simple.
Okay, well, what you want to do, I use this stacker shelf all the time. This is from Container Store. And if you stack your canned goods, you can actually see what you have and if you're going to run out. If they're just all jammed onto a shelf parallel, at the same level to each other, you can't even tell what you have. So you go out and you buy new green beans even though you had 5 cans because you didn't know. Also, for the dry goods, these are also a Container Store item. You can actually label what's in them. This keeps them all nice and neat, bug-free, and it's very easy to access, whatever she might need for that end of it.
How much are those things, like these kind of things?
These are like $2 each.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you can find these at stores. Like, where did you get all this stuff from?
This is Container Store.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Container Store goods.
Okay.
You can get it from there. You can also do other stores. They have them all over the place.
Okay.
Now, a zone is what would be called a cooking zone, right? So I've divided the cooking zone even into cooking versus baking, saucepans versus skillets. And if things are staying in each of the different levels, then they'll get put back properly. So that's been an issue a long time with the teenagers and home and where are the pots supposed to go? And since they unload the dishes, they have to keep it very clear.
They just get shoved
There
everywhere.
will end up being some stickers on here that say, saucepan skillets.
I love it. Label. Okay,
Label.
let's move over to the dishes, because I guess Lisa was having a problem with this.
Yes, absolutely. What happened was all of the bakeware and whatnot down here was up here on the top shelf. Okay, so she couldn't access it, and that's what she used all the time. Meanwhile, the china was all jammed in there, and people could access it, and she didn't want it accessed because it's a special occasion. So all we simply did was shift the zones.
Okay.
So she has her bakeware down here now, which is very easy for her to get to, and then we have her china up top. So it's, people don't ever go into this closet. It's a wonderful thing. It's just for her, really. And we got her a step stool.
Oh, look at this.
And this step stool collapses. It's a very cool thing. She can step up and she can just close it up and put it right in between the cabinet, and then she's good to go.
I love it. Now, in the kitchen, a lot of times people have little home offices too, right?
Absolutely. Most do, actually. And even if they don't, the biggest source of conflict that I find between husbands and wife are papers on the kitchen counter.
Oh, yes.
Seriously, it's a big issue. So I use this vertical stepper for pretty much everybody, no matter what. And within it, as the mail and as the papers come into their life, they can actually put it in the sections. You see, we have bills to pay, coupons, offers, waiting for response, upcoming events, where you put your wedding invitation, all that.
And this is just a nice little...
Absolutely, it keeps things off the counter. The whole idea is not to have things stacked, but to have things vertical. And then there won't be, that much of an issue in the home.
Got it. That's the tip of the morning. Keep things vertical. So, Kathi, you have a book coming out, How to Master Your Luck?
Your muck.
Your muck. I love it.
Your luck, too.
Yeah, well, you get lucky when your house is clean, too. Well, thank you, Kathi, for being here. And Container Store did all this stuff for you?
Yes, Container Store did all this. Thank you, Container Store.
Thank you. And you feel, Lisa?
I'm delighted. Thank you so much, Kathi. I really appreciate it.
And her home is now decluttered. Good.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys.
All righty.